So in this game, you were playing as black, and before that, just give me 1 second. Yeah, before that, these were. We will not go into analysis of this game. We will only see why you are not able to castle. So these were some
So
of.
in this game, pardon, I
Yeah.
wanted to ask two things here. See
Yes.
this always this pawn is being attacked on that F, no? If I am on black playing black, it is F pawn, and if I'm
Yes.
white, it is C pawn, right?
Yes.
We discussed once how to do it, but then it's not working, I think, for me. I don't know.
Okay.
Where I'm making a blunder or mistake, I don't know. See, if this position, if he had attacked with that pawn, with that bishop, right?
Okay. Yes. Yes.
Then I would have lost my queen, right?
Yes.
So what there was no other piece which I could have moved, right? Was there?
Okay. So we will see that thing also.
Okay.
So e4, e5, bishop c4. Okay, so whenever your opponent has structure like this, knight on f3 and bishop on c4, then you should be careful that this bishop is eyeing this f7 pawn and this knight can jump there or either capture this.
Yes.
So in this kind of position, you can simply play this bishop c4, and when this knight goes there, you can castle. Of course, you may lose your pawn.
Acha.
So let's see. So after
Lose
this,
my bishop.
or
And immediately we should castle, no? But castling so early, no, it is
no,
not
it's
working.
in this position, it is totally fine to castle early because they are attacking on this pawn.
Okay.
So I think the best move right now is you can simply play bishop c5. And now if this knight comes there to attack this pawn with the help of this bishop, now you can simply castle.
Even now the bishop can take this, no?
Now if bishop takes
You have a rook.
with your rook and the knight captures, you capture. It is good for you because you only lost your rook and your opponent lost two pieces.
Oh, okay.
So two pieces against one rook is always good.
Okay. Right.
And suppose if your opponent after this try to capture this pawn, then also you should not capture this pawn. You simply castle because right now also they are attacking this.
Okay.
Now it is black to move. Now suppose if white also castles, then you can capture this pawn.
No, this position he can bring his queen out also, no? See, before
Which
castling, like if he brings the queen out,
where? Tell me the move.
queen to h5.
Okay, queen to h5. Now there are three attackers,
Yeah.
and there is only two defenders.
Hmm.
So now you can play queen e7.
One, two, three. Okay.
Now there are three pieces who is attacking this pawn, and there are three who is defending.
Okay. Great.
Now tell me what white can do. If you are playing white, how will you continue your attack? I will tell you how to defend.
At this point, that knight is there. Come to g5. Queen g5.
Queen g5. Okay. Okay, so if you play queen g5, I will play bishop capture on f2 check.
Only the king can capture, not, nobody else can do that. Okay. King has to capture that bishop. King capture, king cap f2. Now how do I write that? King cross, king, k cross f2. Okay.
And now you will get shock. The shock is knight capture e4 check.
Oh, yes. A real shock.
Now you will lose your queen
Yes.
and game is over. So, but for that, if you are playing black, of course, you should know these kind of tactic. But
Tactics.
but this is how you can save your f7 pawn.
Okay.
The main idea is whenever your opponent has bishop on c4 attacking this pawn, and he also played knight f3, then you should try to castle as early as possible. Just bring your bishop out and put your king to the safety.
Okay.
And then, as you said, if queen also comes, then you bring your queen also to defense of this pawn.
Yes. Okay.
And when everything is saved, then you develop your other pieces.
Yes.
So,
One of this, it was the computer was telling you can move your d7 pawn to 5. I was analyzing one of the games.
yeah, that is also one line. That line is, for example, uh, what did you play? Knight. Yes. So now computer will show d5,
Yes.
blocking this diagonal.
Hmm.
This is a complex line you have to remember. So basically this line goes like this. Now, of course, if bishop captures, you simply capture with your knight and the threat is over.
Yeah.
But the main line is if this pawn captures, now it is attacking your knight. Also, so now you don't capture with this knight. What you do is you play knight a5.
Okay.
And then this bishop will come to b5, give you check. Then you don't block with your bishop. You block with c6. Then again this pawn will capture. Then you don't capture with your knight. You capture with this pawn. And then after that line goes queen f3. Queen f3, the idea is if you get greedy and if you capture this bishop, then this queen can capture your rook.
Okay.
So after queen f3, you can simply play bishop b7. And now this bishop can't go to c4 and attack this pawn because your knight is there.
Yes.
So this line is bit advanced. So right now, no need to focus on this.
Yeah.
Bit complex that you will learn gradually, but this is the more easier option. Just whenever your opponent plays knight c3, develop your bishop and go for the castle.
Yes.
That is the easiest. Okay, so this you try, and now we will see why you are not able to castle. Okay, so now your bishop was on c8. You need to move your bishop, and then only you can castle, right?
Yes.
So you played bishop e6.
Yes.
Now your opponent plays d capture on c4. So were you trying at this position to castle?
Yes.
Okay, so now it is your task. Tell me why you are not allowed to castle or you will be not able to castle right now, even if it is your move. can't castle, but you have to find out why.
I'll speak very honestly. Breaking my head since yesterday why I couldn't castle. Then what I did was I went through Google and I got the
Then
answer. And I got
okay,
the answer.
okay, tell me the answer.
See, I am trying to castle when the queen is there, no, on the D. D. You can't castle when it is through a check. Like I am
Yes,
passing through a check,
yes,
right?
yes,
I was actually yesterday I wanted to ask you, but then you were a little busy. Then full yesterday I was thinking why leeches some problem.
yes. So
So
no,
sorry.
it
I
is.
couldn't control my anxiety. Like I'm wondering why, what happened, why it's because yesterday's game also I was not able to do. I wanted to do castling this side, and finally I did on left side, and it was all over. Like
But
so, what I should do is in this position. I'm sorry about it.
no, no, this is totally fine. When you struggle like this and when you research it, you learn more. So in this, so there are three conditions when you want to castle. First, your king and rook should not have moved. That you already know.
Yes.
Second is that your king should not be in check, like from this A.
Yeah, that I checked. Yes.
And the
That also
third,
I was checking. Ah,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
Tell me.
And and the third one is that you read on Google that the square you are moving should not be in check.
Hmm.
So now your king needs to go to C8 and your rook will come on D8.
Hmm.
So C8, D8 should not be in check. B8 can be in check because king will not go to B8. King is going through these two squares.
Okay.
So the
So these two
yes, yes,
positions we shouldn't have on check. I
yes,
was looking out for that bishop. This everywhere I'm looking. Why it is nowhere? It is giving check, and what is happening?
yes. So that is second condition, direct check.
Hmm.
The
Okay.
third condition is these square through which king moves, these also should not be in check.
Hmm. See, in that castling, this was not mentioned, no? When we can do castling, that video you sent, no?
No, it is
Like
mentioned.
it's there.
It has to be there. Otherwise, it's not a good video.
Anyway, go through that also.
It will be there
Mm, okay.
because these are the only three conditions.
Okay. Hmm.
So now, suppose you know that you will be not able to castle right now, but still you want to castle. So what will you do for that?
Have to block the D file somehow.
How will you do?
If I bring my queen there, I can lift my rook here. Mm, Any of my pieces can also block that D file, no? Not necessarily the opponents, right?
Yes, of course.
So I can bring my knight to D7, or I can just move my queen to D7, and knight also can do. Other knight can move to D4. Of all the three, which is the best position?
There is fourth one also.
Mm, 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 capture that and give check. But I want to block this D now. Mm, the fourth one. One, two. Bishop can bishop can also come to d7. Bishop can come to d7. The queen can come to d d6 7. Knight can come to d. This knight can come. Four, no, one, two, three, four, four positions. I said.
Yes.
What are the ones?
So these four are the candidate moves. Now the question is how to find which one is better, and that you can only find thinking for future moves, thinking how your opponent can respond to that, what your opponent will do after you play this. Think, is it moving this piece is good or not? All those things you have to think, and by doing that, you will find which one is better.
You see, bishop capture on that pawn. C4 pawn is giving check. No, it's not giving check. This side, no. Remove this. Right. Can't move here. Going. My first intention is to block that D file, right?
Yes. And you have four moves. You have to choose one and tell me why, and then I will tell you if I am playing as black, which move I will choose and why.
Knight if it comes here, squad there. Bishop comes here. The move should be on the D file only, right?
Yeah, otherwise, how will you block?
Right, then. So, queen move is best now. The queen here. Queen on D6.
Queen on d6. Okay, why is that? Why not other?
Because if that queen captures, and if I move my bishop, there are two pawns there, and of course, if I come to D here, then pawns are not that. Knight moves to D4. Knight on D4 is also okay. I have my pawn there, but then what is happening is come here and then this should be the knight on D4. That is also a good move
So,
because I have
yes. So, think for a moment. If you play knight d4, what your opponent can play?
on D4.
He knows that you are blocking the d file because you want to castle.
Yes.
So can he do something about that if you play knight d4?
No, he can't. They can't capture. No. How he can capture? He can't. He'll bring that bishop here, that black dark. I can bring it to e5, e3.
Yeah, if you bring to e3, but your knight is defended by e5 pawn.
That pawn. Yes.
Okay, but he can do something else also to kick your knight away from d4.
Mm,
Because when your opponent plays bishop e3, you are not forced to run away because your knight is saved.
yes.
And if bishop captures, you capture with your pawn, it's an equal exchange.
Yes.
So he can only kick your knight away by threatening to capture with less important piece than knight.
Comes here, he'll bring that pawn. C, C pawn he can bring.
Yes, after
Then
knight.
yeah, how he'll capture with the knight? You were telling something. See if it moves here. 1 second. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So he'll move that pawn dead. C3, right?
Yes,
But that equal exchange you were telling about something about that.
that equal exchange was if you play knight d4,
Hmm.
then if you play bishop e3,
Hmm.
then if this bishop captures, you capture with your pawn. It's an equal exchange, bishop and knight. They are
Okay.
equal in.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
But
Got
but after this, he will not play his bishop. He will play pawn.
it. Yes.
Take your knight, and now you can't stay there because of your because this pawn is defended. Because if this pawn captures, you are losing your knight in exchange of a pawn which is a less important, less in points than knight.
Yes.
So again, you have to come back.
Yes.
Then again, this file is open.
Yeah.
So this move is not good. So if you calculate like this, you will remove this option from your list.
Yes.
In the same way, calculate about other three option also. So knight d4 is not good because he can simply play
Yeah.
c3 and attack your knight. Again, you have to come back. Now think for bishop d7, knight d7, queen d6.
I am not touching my f6 knight. See, the other option was f6 knight also could come to d7, which I don't want
Why?
because I want to capture that pawn on e4.
Okay, that could be one reason, but there should be stronger reason. Just because you want to capture a small pawn, you should not uh, keep your d file open for that. There are there are many openings that I'm still learning, and there are many players they just sacrifice their pawns. They will offer you pawns for free, but in return they will get open files and strong attack.
Mhm.
So sometimes if you go for pawn capturing and if you don't focus on your king safety, then it becomes very dangerous.
Yes. Okay. Now I will think about this bishop first. Bishop can come to only one place, d7, right? Bishop on
Yes.
d7. Mm, so it's captured. See, one more thing. If I move my queen, no, to d7,
Okay.
I'm opening that bishop from f, no, my bishop on my dark F8.
Okay.
That file I'm opening, right?
Okay.
That is one thing. Now that bishop, if it comes to d7, it is of course taken care of by both knight and queen. But
So wait, when you are thinking of queen d7, your one reason is correct that you are opening the diagonal for f8 bishop. But to check if this move is good or not, you have to also think for your opponent, like we did in knight d4.
okay.
So in the same way, if you are playing queen d7, first point is you are opening your bishop. Second point, think what your opponent can do.
Opponent cannot capture my queen because I have my knight there.
No,
And of course,
suppose if your opponent want to exchange the queens, then he can simply capture and exchange it.
yes, so many opponents do that.
Yes, based on positional advantages, they can do. If your
They
opponent
can,
feel that exchanging queens right now is good, he will just exchange the queens.
hmm.
So this is what
So
you think. So suppose if you play queen d7, if your opponent exchange the queens, then you have to ask yourself, is that good for you or not? And then make a decision.
stay that queen comes here. The queen gone. Hmm, check. Losing queen is always bad. Like you're
You will not
losing
lose, it
a
will
big
get exchanged.
exchange, like a no in exchange also, whether it is a good exchange, right? For the opponent or for me.
Yes.
That is also there. So what one, two, three. The position wise black queen has come out, it's okay. Now if it comes here, I would not like to move my queen to d7.
Why?
That queen will attack mine and it's also gone, both the queen gone.
So is it, suppose if you play queen d7, if queen capture on d7, how will you capture back?
First move is now white to move, right? So queen on d7, capture with my, will capture with the knight also. Or I can just capture with that queen. White is losing.
How white is losing?
Lost my queen, it lost its queen. That knight is there, no, on f6.
So how
Even this goes
losing?
there, even the bishop can capture, right?
But how white is losing in that?
Mm, so, losing in the sense it's not developed any of its pieces and all yet, and also losing a queen. That's all I can say.
He is not losing a queen, he is capturing
Exchange,
your queen,
yeah,
exchanging the
in
queens.
exchange. Yeah.
So from
Good.
positional thing, you can say that he is just exchanging the queens and his pieces are not developed. So maybe that is not good. That is still valid. But so now the thing is, suppose if you play and to see the whole board, you have to be careful of this knight also, so that this knight don't run away.
Yes.
So suppose if you play, for example, queen d7, and if queen capture on d7, suppose if you capture with your bishop, and then he castles, and then suppose if you castle, then he can play knight f7.
This was real fast. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
So for example, if you play queen d7, white queen capture your queen.
Yes.
For example, you decide to capture with your bishop.
Okay.
Then he castles.
Okay.
Then you also think of castling.
Hmm.
Now he can play knight f7. And now if you try to save your rook, he will run away.
Okay.
So he is able to save his knight.
Mm-hmm.
And now after castling, he can't play f7 because of the king.
Yes.
And when you castle, your king is not there. Your king will be on c8.
Okay.
And after the queen capture your queen, if you capture with your knight, then this knight is not that happy because knight on f6 was in the central square and he was controlling more number of squares.
Yes.
Now he is not controlling that much.
Yeah.
So that
So
is,
here I want to ask you something. Like
yes,
this knight is there on h8, right?
yes,
That white knight is there on h8.
yes.
Okay, we don't want it to become more active. So that is the reason we have to take care of that, right?
We don't want this knight to run away. We want to capture it.
Acha. Okay.
So and now so like if I am playing as black, I will simply play bishop d7. My idea of d7 is, suppose if now white castles, then I will also castles. Now my idea is, because my rook is on d8 in the same file as the queen, I can give discovered attack by moving my bishop away.
Yes.
And my knight is already attacking this pawn. This knight can also jump there. This bishop, this rook on d8 will be very strong because this bishop, based on situation, I can just move anywhere I like. Suppose even if I play bishop h3, this pawn can't capture because his queen is under threat.
Yes.
And suppose if you play knight d7, knight d7 is also okay, but not that good because again this knight was better on f6 than on d7.
Yes.
And in the beginning of the position, since his pieces are not that developed, and I have three pieces developed, my queen is also developed, I can decide to go anywhere. I don't want to exchange my queens,
Yes.
especially it is not benefiting me.
Yes.
So I will simply block with my bishop. I will castle,
Yeah.
and then based on situation, I will move my bishop away and give the discovered attack to the queen.
Yes.
This will be my plan.
Yeah.
And if he's
Okay.
not if he's not careful, then he will lose material.
Yeah.
So
During earlier times, no, I used to move my queen a lot, and the opponent will straight away capture my queen. I think, oh, he won't capture, but these opponents nicely they will capture the queen, like my previous games, if you have seen, no?
yeah, because nobody would want their opponent queen to be more active.
More active. Yes. See, I used to move it to b file or this side. Straight away they'll capture. Okay.
Yes.
So
So,
make optimum use of the queen.
yes,
Okay.
you should only exchange your pieces, any piece. including queen, rook, knight, bishop, when it is helping you in any way.
Okay.
Either positionally, either taking the opponent castling rights away, or either making his pawn double or anything. It should help you in some way. Otherwise, don't exchange.
Yeah. See this, after this castling, even the bishop can move to 4, no, g4 also. Like
Yes.
that's like two pieces attacking the queen.
Yes.
Okay. This is a good position. Okay.
And I think if you play bishop g4, then he will lose his queen. For example, now if he castles, now you also castle, and now suppose he plays what he plays. Suppose he play any random move, a3 for example.
Hmm.
Now you can play bishop g4 and the queen is lost. Because
Yes.
queen can't move on d file, there is a rook. Queen can't go to this diagonal because bishop is there.
It can save itself by moving to E, no? E1.
Now, if it is go to e1, you can play rook d1.
Yes. Now gone. Now it has to move straight, fast.
Now this queen has to maybe go out, and then you can decide if you want to capture the rook
Yeah.
or you
Or
want to do
come back.
something else. So that is also,
Okay. Great.
I think there is one interesting idea. For example, uh, like these are bit advanced tactic, but suppose if I am playing as black, I will play knight d4.
Can't capture because of that. And okay, capture. Okay.
Now, my idea is, suppose if my opponent is greedy, or if you want to just exchange the rooks, if he capture my rook, I will not capture my this rook with my bishop. Can you tell me what I
Then
will do?
you give check. But then the pawn is gone. This is gone. The black. Yeah, I will not capture this. If I come here, it comes there. One, two. Increase of the queen. Queen can put there. Mm,
If you are playing as black, it is your move. Which move you will do? See the whole position. Take as much as time you want. This move you have to find.
increase.
And you have 2 minutes. I will come back in 2 minutes.
Yeah, no problem.
So what is the move?
I was thinking about the queen on e7. Queen can move if you don't want to. I'm still thinking why you are not capturing that.
Yes, I will not capture the rook. I will capture something big. This tactic you should be able to see. And it is only two moves.
Queen check. The check. That pawn can capture. Reduce check. This can capture there. Yeah. Queen comes here. If the knight comes there, that pawn can capture, bishop capture, queen capture. No, no, my queen. If I come here, this knight captures this. Attack the queen, right? And queen can come there. Now the black wants to capture something, right?
Yes.
Just this. This will go.
But it not necessarily means you will capture in the next move, but that is your main objective. You will do something in next move so that you can capture that piece.
That is this knight on f6. Capture this pawn and that queen is a threat now.
But that if you capture on e4, queen can move anywhere. For example, queen can simply go back to e1.
Yeah. So what is there now? If I capture with this, I will capture this. I have to capture. No, if I do this, the queen can move here to f. If it comes here to f, what is happening? Queen comes to e6. Then what is happening? The bishop goes, that goes, then this comes here, check. That queen can come, this can come. Queen to c, what is happening is queen to c5. Then what is happening? Then I move this capture, not capture that. This comes here. Queen to c5. What is happening if queen comes to c5?
Yeah, what is the idea of queen c5?
move my knight there. I move my knight to this and give check. Okay. Knight to f3, check. And the pawn will capture. Then what will happen is I capture with the other pawn. Bishop moves there. Up to there. When if my queen moves to e6, right?
Okay.
Queen to e6. First I was thinking c5. Now supposing e6.
Okay, what is the idea?
So next is, of course, whatever white does, I don't know. So next move will be that knight will move to f3. What is happening is this can capture, even the queen can capture them. Not a good move. So it's better that queen moves to c5, right?
Apart from knight f3, do you have any other check?
Other than if this, apart from this, no.
There is.
This one comes here. That's good. It's on the black square. Now I can put it comes here. Only one I can see. Direct check, no 1, 2, 3. Like only one move, I should be able to give check, right?
Yes.
Only that knight from D to F3. The other one. Lost mode. Just the other one. I can't see. I can't find out now.
Apart from knight f3, there is one more check.
Always here. Maybe it can give. The one I can see here. 1, 2, 3.
And you can make use of the same knight for the other check also.
Like it can come to E2.
Yes, why not?
Yes. So it's not under capture also then. It is taken care of by this. Okay, if it comes here, the king can move there. Okay. So E2, knight E2, right?
Knight e2 check. Now your knight is not under attack by any piece, right?
Yes.
And the king is under attack.
Yeah.
So the king has to move.
And it can move to only 2 squares available. It will come closer here to F1.
Okay, king comes to f1. What will be your next move?
To F1.
Tell me, where is your knight?
My knight is on E2.
Now think, what will be your next move?
It comes here that it is under attack. But again check. This is captured. It can attack the queen, capture the queen.
Yes,
Yes.
game over.
E2. Yes, 1, 2. Yeah. Such positions, calculations, I don't see at all. Oh my God. Okay. So just capture the queen.
Yes.
Yes. Right.
So this is the move. So this was my idea. I played knight d4 because when the rook captures my rook, I will play knight e2 check because it comes with a fork.
Yes.
The fork is king and queen.
Yes.
So you play knight d2 check, king moves, and then you capture the queen.
Queen gone.
Yes.
Yes.
And now if your opponent capture your knight, then you capture the rook.
Okay.
So these are the things. Now we will
See
solve.
the other knight also on that F6, of course. The queen is there. Of course, the queen can run away anywhere then. So it comes with a checkmate only. I can capture the queen. Check. Then only it can
Yes,
capture.
because if you
Yes.
play knight capture on e4, this queen.
It can run away anywhere. Okay.
Okay,
Don't give this chance to the opponent also.
yes.
Okay.
Now think again. If you have played knight capture on e4, your opponent played queen e1. What will be your next move?
This knight on d4. Knight on d4 will capture that c2. Knight cross c2.
What is the idea?
Now it is attacking both queen and rook. Oh,
Yes, you will play knight capture on c2.
yes. Now one of that is gone.
Yes.
Okay.
And okay, so now think for one more move. If your opponent plays queen capture on e4, what will you play?
Capture that rook.
Which rook?
With knight capture on a1.
Yeah, that also you can play knight capture on a1, or even you can play bishop capture on d1.
Okay.
Because bishop capture on d1, it maintain the threat of this knight capturing on e1.
Oh, the queen can't come there now. Okay, okay.
Knight is saved by this bishop also.
By this bishop. Okay, great.
And now again you are threatening to capture the bishop or the rook.
Yes. Okay.
This is how you can try to calculate.
Okay.
Okay, so in this position it is white to play and we are practicing basic checkmates. So basic terms may be a bit different, but these are very important checkmates. So you are playing as white, try to find the checkmate for white. It can be in one move, it can be in two, it can be 10 that you have to find.
I'm playing white, right?
Yes, see the whole position, see your pieces, see the opponent king, see everything, and then your objective is to checkmate the opponent. This is practicing this position will strengthen your attacking game and attacking calculation.
I have my bishop here, h, rook on c. What is happening is c3. c3 rooks goes there. Captures and this will capture. Capture. This can move because of this rook. Right? So I will move my c3 rook. c3 rook comes to 8. c8. See the language again, I forgot. Now there are two rooks, right? Now how do I say that c3 rook now I want to move? Right?
Where do you want to move it?
So it is rc3 to c8 check.
So can the other rook goes to c8?
Oh. No, how can the B how can it go? C, I'm talking about the C rook.
No.
C3 to C8.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If the other rook can't go to c8, then it's a simple move.
Acha. Okay.
Then it is simply rook c8 check.
Okay.
But suppose if other rook also could have go to c8, then you have to name the square of the rook that you want to move. Then you will say rook c3, then you will write c8.
C8, then check.
Uh,
Okay, great. Okay.
so
So keep writing, then only I will for others I keep forgetting this language also. Okay. Right.
now tell me the move.
Rook C8. Check.
And you have to explain me if it is a checkmate, how it is a checkmate.
See. It can't move to the 8th rank. The bishop cannot capture because the other rook is there. And of course my bishop on h3 is there. Sorry. H is there. It can't capture because this bishop is there. This can't capture because B rook is there. See, if I move my C rook, no, C to C8, it is a checkmate.
How? Explain fully.
The king can't move to 8th rank because my rook is there on C8. Okay. It can't capture because that bishop is there on H3.
Okay.
Okay. And my bishop cannot capture that because this B rook is there.
So that bishop is pinned.
That is pinned. Yes, and it can't come to C7 also because of this C5 is controlled by this rook on C8. Okay. So it's a checkmate.
Yes, very good. So this is a checkmate.
Yes. So there's this bishop finally I saw.
Yes.
Otherwise, if this bishop was not there, then it's a problem. Yes. Since this bishop is taking care. Yes. Yeah.
So this is a beautiful checkmate.
Yeah.
So good. So now we will do the next position. Uh, it is black to play. Find the checkmate for black.
Black to
See the whole position again. See each and every piece. See your pieces. See your opponent king, and then try to find the checkmate for black.
Knight I can give check. Knight, but then it will be captured by this pawn. Can't here. This king cannot come here. Ah, it's a check. That knight can come to B3. What is happening is this pawn can capture because of that rook. Okay. Okay. My knight on C5 is there. It comes to B3. Knight B3. Check.
You have to explain to me the whole process. If it is a checkmate, how it is a checkmate.
Mm, It's knight comes to B3. Check. Now this pawn can't capture my knight because that rook is there. Yeah. Knight on B3. Check.
Can the king go to anywhere?
The king is only one place, it can't go there. D2 also is taken care of by this knight, no? B3. This knight comes to 1, 2, 3, B3. So it can't come here. It's a check, and this pawn can't capture because of this. Yeah, it's a check.
Yes.
Okay.
So that is the
This is very beautiful, huh? This I am not seeing that knight, that rook there.
yes. So now this pawn can't capture because rook is pinning this pawn.
This. And it can't move there also.
It can't go to d2 because of this knight.
Yeah.
So it's again
Okay.
beautiful checkmate.
It has queen, but still it lost.
Yes. In this position, it is black to play. Find the checkmate for black. all those checkmate that we will do from this book are very beautiful.
That comes to B1. What is happening? It can't come here. That comes here. That comes to B1. To B1. Up here. Check. Go there. Can't go there. Three. Queen B1.
Explain to me how it is a checkmate.
So checkmate because nobody to capture my queen. First thing is that I have to see whether the position which I am moving, somebody is ready to capture, right? First, nobody is there to capture that queen. First thing is that. Second is the queen can't go to a3 or to c3 because of that bishop on 4, b4, right?
Okay.
And all the 3, 1, 2, 3 squares controlled by the queen. 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Which one, two, three?
A2, B2, C2.
Okay.
So my queen comes to B1, right?
And any other
So
number?
any other?
So you are saying that if you play queen b1, then a2, b2, c2 is controlled by your queen.
But the king can move to C, no? C4.
Think that's what I am saying. You should not have any question when you are saying it's a checkmate.
Okay.
So confirm yourself, then tell me if it is a checkmate or not.
It can go there. If it goes there. The pawn is there, no? If it goes there, what is that? 8. If it goes there, the pawn is there on B5. What is that? 8. Yeah, it's moving this side. It can come here. 1, 2, 3.
Yes, sir, just give me 1 minute. I'll see if the cook came or someone else.
Yes, yes. Lights. It's getting dark.
Oh, what happened this? Yes, ma'am. What is the checkmate?
Yeah, B1. Queen B1.
Tell me how.
Now, first is as I said, nobody is attacking my queen. If I move my piece, nobody should be attacking it. First thing I saw that.
Okay.
Okay. So that is okay. Nobody is attacking my queen. Now the king from B3 can move. It cannot go to 4 A4 or to C4 because of that pawn and 5 B5.
Okay.
Right? And it can't come to A3 or C3 because of this bishop.
Okay.
And now the A2, B2, C2 is taken care of by this queen.
Okay. Can the white king capture your bishop?
My queen is there, no, on b1. It can't.
Yes. So this is the checkmate, and you
Oh,
explained it right.
yes.
Because your queen is on the b file, it is also controlling saving your bishop.
Yes.
Your bishop is controlling these two squares,
Yes.
and this pawn is controlling these two squares,
Yes.
and these three squares are controlled by your queen. Okay, good. Now we will move on to next position.
White to move, no?
Yes.
Move that knight. It is a discovered. This pawn, if it comes here, it's a check. So rotate. Just rotate. Comes here, no? It comes here. Right. Can't capture because of but still. So, the queen can okay. Checkmate in one, you want?
No, in the beginning I said it can be checkmate in 1, 2, 3, 10. That you have to find on your own.
Okay. The first is that knight can move from e4.
No, I don't want to know which piece can move. I only want full and final checkmate with full explanation.
Okay, let me write it down. Okay. Give me 5 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, whenever you are 100% sure that it is a checkmate, then you tell me.
Yeah.
And if you are not able to find, then you tell me you are not able to find, then we will discuss.
Yes. Knight. B6. B6 plus 1, 2, 3. To B7. B7. Okay. It comes here, no? It comes here. Okay. C1 bishop is from C1. So that means we will go to knight down f6, knight f6 plus 1, 2, 3. Knight f6 check.
Oh. So you are saying knight, knight f6 is checkmate.
Yes.
Okay, so you start explaining how it is a checkmate. Then if I have any question, I will ask you.
Knight on 1, 2, 3. Knight on f6, right? So it's because my queen is there on e2.
Okay.
It's a check. Okay. Now the king has only 2 places to go.
Okay.
Only one rather. It can't go anywhere. See, this e file is controlled by this queen. See,
Okay.
this knight, it can't come to e7. It can't come.
Okay.
Okay. And the king can't come to d7 because my knight is there on f6.
Okay.
Yeah. So the king has only two boxes where it can go. Both are taken control of, right?
And what about he tried to block this check? For example, play bishop e7.
But that's my knight, no? So knight will just jump over. It can't, no, the king has to move somewhere.
So you are saying it is knight is also giving check from f6.
Yes.
So it is a double check.
Yes.
And that is why if black try to block the one check with the queen, but the knight is giving the check.
Yes. See, although this knight can be captured, no, but then this queen is there.
Yes.
So
Okay. So
we will,
yeah. So the next question is, why can't the same objective achieved by knight d6 check?
knight e6. Yeah, I was calculating that also first. Some problem came, no? 1, 2, 3.
What is the problem in knight d6 check?
The king can move to d7.
Yes, to control the d7, that's why you will play knight f6.
f6. Yes. First, I was calculating this only, like, and then now I'm seeing both side of the board, both king side and queen side.
This is again a very beautiful double check and discovered check.
Yeah.
So now,
Today's game, no, in fact, as you told me yesterday, like we can come back and attack from the other side, right?
yes, yes.
So that is a very beautiful lesson I learned yesterday. Otherwise, generally I keep moving forward only. I don't keep my push my pieces backwards. So this
Yes,
was or to right to left or left to right. Make use of the whole board, no?
yes,
Yeah, like this also. First, I was thinking this only, like where were we? D6, no? Yeah. But then the king can easily move here. It won't capture Aram, so it will move there. Okay.
Okay, good. So we will
Yeah.
in this position. It is black to play and checkmate the white king. See the whole chessboard. See everything. Find the checkmate for black, and when you are confirmed 100%, then tell me how. I want the whole checkmate, not one move.
Okay. Only that rook. This can't move. This can't move. Rook. Rook comes to f3. What is happening if it comes to f3? Rook 1, f3. Okay. Rook on f3. Check.
Tell me how.
The whole f file is controlled by this rook. Since I moved to f3.
Okay.
The king can't come to e4 because of this pawn on d5.
Okay.
Right? That pawn is there on d5. So the king can't come here.
Okay.
And it can't move to g also. g4, the other pawn is there on h5.
Okay.
Okay. And up, if it has to go up on e6, the pawn on 7, f7 is there.
Okay.
And g6 also is taken care of by that pawn. And of course, that f file is taken control by that rook.
Okay, good.
This one was a little simpler. Too many pieces are there, no? Then it becomes very difficult.
So this is how you calculate and do the checkmate. Okay, good. So we will, I have 7 position, maybe 1 or 2 are left. We will do that also.
Okay.
Okay, so if you are able to see the position, in this position, it is black to play, checkmate the white king.
Black to play. See, up is taken care of. 1, 2. It can't come here. No, it comes here. Comes here. thoughts. See, when we are thinking about giving checks, no? Love.
Yes, I'm listening.
Yeah. So once I am thinking of giving check or checkmate, three important things, like I've just been writing something. So three important things. One is supposing now I am thinking about this position, right? First is the piece which I am going to give check, it shouldn't be attacked, right? Number one.
Okay.
Number two, like this position where all the king, now given this position, when which are the pieces which are being controlled, like the king on d6, right? It can't go to 7th rank, right? Because my rook is there.
Yes.
Okay, so that is one thing. And of course, it can't come to e6. One is that king is there and that rook is there. So that is also ruled out. So only position which I need to take care is the 5th rank. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Move my queen to h5.
It is a checkmate or what?
Stalemate हो गया तो problem. It is, so I don't want a stalemate, right? So if I have to give check, what I should do is, so this stalemate thing I have to remember. If the queen comes to edge, it becomes a stalemate, right?
It may not be the stalemate because the white have this pawn on b4. He can push that pawn. So he has move.
Acha, okay.
But it is not a checkmate, right? If you play queen
It's not a checkmate. Yes.
So I will share the picture of these two positions that are left.
Okay, great.
And till tomorrow evening, try to solve, and we will try to have class on this initial days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Wednesday may not be, but at least Monday, Tuesday.
Yes, yes.
So two position I will share. Your task is to find the checkmate. I will tell you who to move.